Guys, I've seen some crazy things on the internet, but today's story is on a completely different level of audacity. It actually made me stop and question how some people's minds work. We're talking about a woman who lived 30 years, 3 full decades, without a father. No birthday calls, no child support, not even a name on her birth certificate. Then, out of nowhere, a process server shows up at her door with a court order for a DNA test. You'd think he's looking for redemption, right? Wrong. He's looking for a spare part. He's looking for a kidney. Let's talk about the absolute nerve of this man. Let's set the scene. This girl was raised by a warrior. Her mother did everything. 2 jobs, sleepless nights, the whole thing, while the biological father, a truck driver, just vanished. He had another family, another life, and decided this baby was just a mistake he could ignore. Her mother passed away when she was only 17. Imagine that. She was left alone in the world, fighting to finish her studies, fighting to survive. Where was he then? Nowhere. He didn't care if she was hungry, if she was homeless, or if she was grieving. He was busy living his own life without a single thought for the child he left behind. Fast forward to today, she's 30. She finally found her peace. Then the court order comes. She told the story saying she actually felt a bit of hope. She thought, maybe he's dying and wants to make peace with God. Maybe he wants to finally acknowledge me. So she does the test in good faith. The results come back. 99.9% match. And that's when the mask falls. He didn't want a daughter, he wanted a donor. He looked her in the eye and said that per the law, she was obligated to save him. He even called her little girl while demanding her organ. Can you feel the bile rising in your throat yet? Because I can. But wait, it gets even more insulting. This guy didn't just stop at the kidney, he actually tried to sue her for alimony. His logic, I'm sick, I can't work, and she's my only daughter, so she has to pay for my life. The guy who never paid a cent of child support for 30 years, the guy who never bought her a single bag of rice, is now claiming she owes him a monthly paycheck. He even had the gall to insult her late mother in front of the judge, calling her macabre for not moving on. This isn't just entitlement, this is psychological warfare. He was trying to guilt trip a woman he abandoned into becoming his personal ATM and organ farm. The judge, thank God, had a brain. He looked at this man and basically told him to get lost. He ruled that since there was no relationship, no support, and no presence, there was zero obligation. But here's the part that really proves what kind of person he is. He actually managed to get a transplant from someone else later on. And what did he do with that second chance at life? He went right back to the bottle. He started drinking again and ruined the new organs. Now he's sick again and he's probably out there looking for the next person to exploit. Some people don't want a second chance. They just want to stay alive long enough to hurt more people. So I'm asking you, does DNA really mean anything without action? In my book, a father is the person who stays when things get hard, not the stranger who shows up 30 years later with a legal demand for your body parts. I'm proud of this woman for standing her ground. She preserved her life and her dignity against a predator who happened to share her blood. What would you have done? Would you have given the kidney just to do the right thing? Or would you have walked away like she did? Let me know in the comments.